nerve-wracking time in a professional career that is yet to start. The annual June entry draft. Where will they play? Which team will stake its future on their talents? Vancouver will host the draft this summer as the NHL gathers to graduate the class of '90. When the NHL's 21 teams gather in Vancouver for this year's draft, they may reflect back to 1989 in Minneapolis, Minnesota, the first time for a European to be selected first overall. By making Mats Sundin of Sweden the first pick, the Quebec Nordiques opened the door for more early European selections than ever before. In no particular order, we start our look at this year's top prospects with Owen Nolan of the Cornwall Royals. The 6-foot, 1-inch, 190-pound right winger impresses scouts with his strength and speed. Watch him accelerate away from this defender to score on the breakaway. He has always been targeted as a high selection, but his strong finish this year may have pushed him right to the top. In Peterborough, they're waving the banner for Mike Ricci. Many thought he was the best junior a year ago before he was even eligible for the draft. That was the season he was Canada's best player at the World Junior Tournament in Anchorage. In 1990, despite injury, he was a key factor as Canada won the World Junior Gold Medal, and he finished this season with 116 points. The Peter Nedved story began in Calgary last year at a midget hockey tournament. The Czech forward decided not to return to his homeland and defected. Immigration clearances have led him to the Seattle Thunderbirds of the Western League, where he is the consensus best from the West. 2 years ago, scouts knew of Peter but didn't factor him in so early because of his questionable availability. His move to North America last year has changed all of that. The Niagara Falls Thunder are a win away from upsetting the London Knights in the first round of the OHL playoffs, and a big factor has been the play of center Keith Primo. This year, he led the league in scoring, and while his size has always been impressive, in 1990, he has benefited from no longer playing in the shadow of the likes of Brian Fogarty. Political changes in Eastern Europe are having a huge effect on the NHL draft. Recently, the Hartford Whalers announced that Robert Hullock will join them next year. And now, scouts are wondering when this man might be available. Jaromir Jagr has impressed scouts with his speed and his playmaking skills. He's not known as a scorer, but some feel he could be the best player available in the draft. He still has a year of military service ahead of him, but he will be in Vancouver along with his parents and his agent. So the class of 1990 readies itself for the next step, the NHL draft. Graduation day.